Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with Empties. So this is the first of the year. My goal is to hit 750 items before the end of the year. And that does include like foil samples and stuff because those definitely take up room too. So let me show you what I finished and then at the end we'll get into more numbers. I am not keeping track of, well, I take that back. I am keeping track in my notebook of dollar amount, but it's not my goal. Like it's not involved in my goal at all, but I will, like I've done in years before, have the screenshot on the end of, you know, how many full size, travel size, sample size, how much it was all worth. All those amounts, those will be at the end. So as always, we are going to start off with the makeup that I keep separate because I do, so that I can grab it all at once so I can start off with it. Anyways, literally like one of my first empties period this year. If I'd have worn makeup a couple more times last year, I would have finished it then. This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And mine is in the shade, like I don't know if it says a shade, but I know there's like a light translucent and a darker translucent. Mine is obviously going to be the lighter one. It does come with this like little seal right here, which I really do appreciate. I wish more companies did this with loose powder so that when you open it, it doesn't immediately fly everywhere. And for this one in particular, that's also to help keep that cooling feeling that I will talk about in a second. It did have a net over it, but I cut that out during the last couple of days to make sure that I could get all the product. So as a powder, just strictly as a powder to set my face, I actually did like this fine. It gave me a new appreciation for loose powder, especially with the packaging. Taking out one of the things I really hate about loose powders, which is the fact that it gets everywhere. You're gonna hear my dogs a little bit. My older Chihuahua Mo is very hyper right now. I don't know why, but he is running zoomies across the house and barking randomly at my cat, so. And I will come up with some kind of video so that I can tell you guys more about my pets. I'm kind of trying to look for a good like pet tag or something like that. Plus I have to clean up my beauty room because I actually have to move the camera to my love seat and so that I can film with them and them be comfortable. So future video right there. But the thing I didn't like about this powder though, I hated that cooling feeling. And mine, a lot of people complain that it dissipates after a month. I don't know if it's the weather that I have here, the fact that there's no real like sunlight hitting any of my makeup. Like I have one window in this room. It's you can really only see it when I pull the camera way back, like when my husband is in videos with me. But that window doesn't really shine on anywhere that my makeup is. I don't know if it's that, the weather, or just luck of the draw, but mine really only lost the majority, like it never really lost all of it. It really only lost the majority of its cooling effect in the last couple of weeks of me using it. Now I will say, as soon as I got this in BoxyCharm, because I knew that that cooling effect dissipated, I decided to throw it in a project pan, use it up right away. So this is not one I assume that you want to let sit around in your makeup collection and then pan it like a year after getting it, because it's not, I'm just keep flashing this like reflective packaging and I'm sorry about that. This is not one that you want to let sit around in your makeup collection. Would I repurchase or purchase because I got this from BoxyCharm? No, because I really hated that cooling feeling. It felt like rubbing wet powder on my face and I found it disgusting. However, it gave me a new appreciation for loose powders, and I'm kind of missing loose powders right now because I'm trying to go ahead and finish up one of my compact powders, and maybe I'm just used to being able to get a little bit more powder on a brush per use, but I'm having to like layer powder a bit more than I usually do, so that I feel like my face is set, you know? It's weird. All right. The other thing that if I'd have worn makeup a couple more times last year, it would have finished it last year. This is the Avant Pro Perfecting Collagen Primer. So this is that $120 primer that BoxyCharm sent out with new subscriptions for a little while that I managed to swap for. I did not pay for this, and I never would. I'll throw that out there right now. It's a nice kind of hydrating primer. It was nice for the cooler months of the year. Like I can't spend $120 on a damn primer, y'all. I won't spend $120 on a makeup palette, and that's like where I would most be willing to invest that kind of money into, and I won't go over like 60 with it. But is this a nice primer? Yeah, if you're really into that kind of like lotiony, hydrating primer, that still kind of keeps makeup on your face throughout the day. I didn't get super oily with this, despite being a hello oily person. But I feel like this is more like a $40 primer than a $120 primer. Like, I can't even imagine I can't imagine what would get me to spend $120 on a primer that I use up in about 4 months of continuous usage. Like, primers take me about 3 to 4 months of everyday usage, depending on how much I'm wearing makeup and whatnot. Like, I can err a little more on 3 months versus 4 months, depending if I'm wearing makeup a little bit more. But beyond that, that's just not something I'm gonna have for a very long time in my collection once I'm using it. Now, there is one item of beauty items, period, that I'd be willing to spend about $100 on. It is in my empties, and I will get to it, but it's a skincare item, and it lasted me almost a year's of daily use. So that makes me feel a little bit better about possibly spending that much on it in the future. But like I said, I'll get to that, and I'll get to that when I get to skincare. I'm talking a lot about just a couple of items. I don't know why. Ulta, this is the automatic lip liner in clear. I do love me a good clear lip liner. I used to swear by the Rimmel one that was in similar packaging. I can't show it to you. That cost, I think, $7.99 versus this one's $8. This one, however, is cruelty-free. Rimmel is not. I like a clear lip liner. It feels kind of like a lip primer to me, like it helps fill out the lines of my lips. And also, if I do have a really feathery lipstick that I'm trying to pan, you can go along the outside of your lip line and kind of prevent that from happening. And this is one that I would repurchase. I'm trying to, like, this is not something that I'm super strict with this year, but I'm trying for makeup specifically a 2 out, 1 in policy. Now that's kind of hard to keep up with because I do get, subscription boxes, but I am canceling BoxyCharm in March. I've already set that up and everything. I want to get the last Luxe one that I'm going to get and then be done with it. So that will help some, but like, I want to finish up 2 lip liners before I repurchase this one. So I'm about halfway done with one, and once I finish up another one, no wait, this is my first one for the year. I can finish up another one and then I can repurchase this. So there you go. Try to get my numbers to go down a little bit. Like I said, that's not something set in stone. There's a little bit of flexibility with that because of subscription boxes, although I do kind of keep track of what I'm getting so that I don't go and buy more of the same. Like in February, I'm getting, both of my boxes are coming with the foundation. Obviously, I don't want to be purchasing any foundation in the next couple of months until I use up a couple. This is the Barky McBarkerton that has been throwing his weight around the house. I got an idea, and it's not for you to go up there. We've done this before. You can sit on my back. And now Beals is wretchedly jealous, but honey, you just won't fit up here. But he's already on my back. You can't. Why don't you go sit in your bed? Go sit in your bed. I have a Mini Mac strobe cream. I have a couple of these in my collection, just like these minis that came with purchases. I'm trying to use them up. I mix them in the foundation. I actually really like them for that purpose. As far as a liquid highlighter, they're actually one of my favorites. Fortunately, not cruelty-free, can't repurchase. Or even just purchase one. But I have so many of the little minis that I won't have them for a while yet. This was a mini foundation that I used up. It is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This one is in the shade 02, which is too dark for me, unfortunately, so I had to mix it. For being a tinted hydrating gel cream and having some oily ass skin, I actually really like this. Like, I could really only wear this on better skin days. Like, I'm a little broken out right now, so I can't. But on days where I'm not working out and I'm not as worried about coverage, this is a really good one. And Bare Minerals, I know they're owned by a parent company. decide on that what you will if you're going cruelty free. I'm not going to hold it against them personally, but so I can repurchase this if I want to, but I would get a different shade. I do want to purchase that at some point, but I have so many damn foundations. L'Oreal, what are you technically called? The Brow Stylist Definer pencil, the ultra fine tip shaping pencil. Mine is in the shade brunette because I don't think they have a lot of colors to this. I actually did really like this as far as the brow pencil was concerned. Unfortunately, L'Oreal, Tests on Animals, can't repurchase, but if that's not a concern of yours, I did like that one. I know some people have issues with it drawing on their skin. I didn't have that issue, so I don't know. I finished a lipstick, y'all, of the first month of the year. I was working on it a little bit last year too, but this didn't have a ton of product in it. It is the Bite Beauty stick. I don't know exactly what this is called. I'll have to insert the actual name right here. And this is in the shade Glacé. I did really like this both on its own and for mixing with a different lipstick to help me finish that up last year. That's why I was using this. But I know that they are changing their formula to make it vegan. So like they're taking, I think it's beeswax out of it. I hope that doesn't change the formula too much because I do really like this. Like it feels really nice on the lips and everything. But if I could whittle my lipstick collection down a little bit and I wanted to purchase a full size of something, depending on reviews of the newer formula, I would repurchase this. Like, I really like this color on me. So, yes to that. I am trying to go through all of my older mini Bite stuff this year because they're a little more natural. You don't want to let them sit around. So, I would probably not purchase any this year, but maybe next year I would pick one or two up, or like pick up the holiday set at the end of this year or something like that. Just, you know, depending on what it is. Here we have another foundation. I finished 2 foundations last month. This is the ColourPop No Filter Sticks foundation. Mine is in the shade Fair 05W because this is a really great shade range. Like ColourPop in general has a really great shade range. Like they have, you know, warm, neutral, cool. They have a really great fair to deep shade range and all that. I kind of miss this. Like when I did a review on this, and I can link that down below because I don't know how to do the card thing. I really need to figure that out. But I just put my links in the description. But I did a review on this. I gave it kind of, I would call it about a 7 out of 10 review-wise. But this has been one of my favorite stick foundations that I've tried, and I really want a stick foundation because it's so quick. Like, that's really what I love about stick foundations. You just swipe it on, you'll buff it in, and that's done. Especially because this is a really good shade match for me. I don't have to mix it with anything. I don't have to wash. I have to make sure I have a clean brush, but I use brushes with stick foundations, not sponges, which tend to be quicker for me. So it definitely like halves my foundation routine. And I think that's really what I'm missing about this, because this, I didn't get hella greasy with it, but it didn't keep me super matte either. But it mixed well with primers. Like I never had a primer issue with it or anything like that. So honestly, I really want to repurchase this. There are other stick foundations I want to try though before I repurchase this. Like I want to try the Juvia's Place one and I want to try the Milani one. Those two in particular I really want to try. Because they both have good shade ranges and I'm hoping one of them keeps me a little more matte than this one does. If those don't, I'm going back to this. I will say I go through stick foundations in like 2 months. 2 months, maybe 2.5. And I mean, this is flat. This is all the way to the top because I used this. I redid my makeup one day and that's why it went like super flat on me, because usually once the metal starts touching my face I don't really want to fool with it anymore. But I was in a hurry redoing my makeup, so I just kind of sucked it up and dealt with it. But this is the actual shade right here. Let me see if I can get this to not white out a little bit, because I mean it's still pretty damn pale. But I really liked this. I actually really miss it. But I think I'm missing the quickness of the foundation routine. So if I get another stick foundation that keeps me more matte, I would go more towards that, but I would repurchase that. Now I've heard people say that this goes off pretty quickly. That's why I decided to go ahead and use it up. Like it starts to smell weird and stuff like that. Even now it doesn't smell weird to me, even though I've finished it. So it's, you know, like 10 bucks, pretty inexpensive. A cheap one to try, and you could, they have a good matching program on there too to like help you figure out your shade range. I sound like I'm sponsored by ColourPop, but I am certainly not. I just really liked that one and I really miss it. So I don't know, if those other two that I want to try don't work out for me, I'm probably just going to keep repurchasing that. And probably buy like 2 at a time and make it like a staple for me to use. Anyways, next is this Hourglass mineral veil. I scraped it as best I could. It's really hard to get all the product out of here because their way of giving you a little mini deluxe sample is to just give you this wand thingy rather than giving you a pump or putting it in a squeeze tube or anything of that nature. This is okay. Like, it feels, your skin feels really nice when you put it on. Like, it's really smooth and soft. This doesn't keep me as matte as I would want to though, especially for how expensive this is. So I'll take minis when I get them, but I would never purchase that. This was definitely a really good mascara, and I got another one from BoxyCharm when I spent all my points on it. This is the Hank and Henry, what are you called? Black With It Amazing Mascara, Black With It Mascara Duo. Now, it has this tiny wand right here that I loved using on my bottom lashes. It got me really into doing my bottom lashes, honestly. And it has this wand, which, I mean, is nothing extreme to write home about, but it definitely did the job. It didn't smudge on me. It looked really good. Like I said, it gives me a wand to use on my bottom lashes that's really easy to use and not get mascara everywhere. So I really liked this. This is a $19 mascara though, so I don't know if it's something I would purchase on my own. But when I saw it pop up on BoxyCharm to use your points on, I snatched it up. So I liked it enough to do that. Let's see. I think I'm down to like samples and mini perfumes in here, and this. This was a NARS pencil sharpener that has been mangling my pencils lately, so I bought an Essence one to replace it with. And yeah, it's NARS. I can't repurchase anyway. I added that to a Sephora order early last year to get to the, I think it was a $25 minimum, because I kind of needed a new pencil sharpener anyway. But here, let me show it to you. I have an Essence one now that used to have like a thing on it that held your sharpenings, but it fell on the floor. I broke it. It fell on the floor. I lost the top. I don't know where it is. So, all right. So makeup samples. This was one that was interesting. It is the Dr. Jart BB Mate Contouring 1-2-3 Kit. It has 3 samples inside. It has a contouring shade, a neutralizer, and a highlight. So obviously the highlight you put on the high points of your face. The bronzing contouring thing, you kind of go in the contouring areas. The neutralizing thing, it literally says use this lightweight, creamy textured neutral shade to soften the edges where you apply bronzer, creating a seamless transition which blends with your natural skin tone. It's basically a concealer. Like, the idea is to kind of like go around with, say, a concealer or your foundation and kind of soften the edges. But it actually gives you like another little thing for it, which is definitely an interesting thing to teach people. The products themselves were fine. They were a little on the oily side, but not like unusably so. So I didn't know if that was just like it's been sitting around for a while and it's starting to separate, or if that's the formula itself. They definitely worked. They looked good. Dr. Jart's not cruelty free. I can't repurchase, but you know, it's a good product. All right, let's see. Here's something I really want to try again. The Smith & Cult Black Drop Mattifying Face Primer. This is a black primer. And if you don't rub it in correctly, it shows through your foundation. Now, that said, once you rub it in correctly, like you kind of just have to really work it into your skin, it does really keep you matte. I got 2 uses out of this. I believe Smith & Cult is a cruelty-free brand. So I would make sure before I like sought out a mini of this or anything like that. But as long as they are, I actually really want to try this again. Like, I liked it. And we have a lip gloss. I actually finished a lip sampler. This is the Buxom Lip Gloss in Dolly. I actually don't own a full size of this currently, or a mini, but I have in the past. I have used up both full sizes and minis of this, and I would repurchase in the future. I really like their lip products. Oh, drat, I forgot a makeup product. What? Here it is. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. This actually wasn't my favorite smoothing primer. It worked, obviously. I used it up, but I'm not sad to have it out of my life. Makeup Forever is not cruelty free, so I couldn't repurchase if I wanted to. Perfume samplers. We have a Zadie Laney mini spray of a little guy. I will have to insert the exact scent notes right here because I can't remember them and I can't read this because it's really small. But it's like blueberry. It's supposed to smell like, I think, apple pie or cherry pie or something like that, or blueberry pie, some kind of pie, something very Americana-esque. I did really like this. It is based off of Captain America from Marvel. I have a full size of this, actually. I was trying to think of the one that I'm missing. I'm missing Wannabe that I need to add to my next order because they're doing a lot of their scents seasonally now, just to, you know, keep a little more inventory down, sitting around inventory down. But Marvel scents are the ones that they keep around all year, I'm assuming because they sell really well. So I can repurchase that any time of year, and if the scent notes that I have to insert sound good to you, you can repurchase it as well. I have a coupon code that I will link down below. I don't make money off of it though. I just, you know, really believe in the company, so I promote them. Anyways, this is the YSL Black Opium perfume. I believe this is Black Opium Intense or something like that. Like, there was an extra little note to this, but I really wish YSL was cruelty-free. They are not, so I cannot repurchase. It makes me sad. Another one I can't repurchase is J'adore by Dior. This is a more nostalgic scent to me. This is what my mom used to wear when I was little, so when I get these, I really enjoy them. They're not necessarily my type of fragrance at all. It's called a tangy floral. A vibrant floral, acidulated with blood orange and illuminated with grass neroli. I don't know what that is, but I like it. But I started keeping these so that I could read you guys like scent notes and whatnot. But this doesn't have scent notes on it because that would be helpful. All right, so let's get into this. And let me go ahead and grab this sucker that I said I would spend $99 on. This is the Strivectin Starlight Retinol Night Oil. This one was sent to me by Influencer. I really miss it. Everybody knows that like retinol is supposed to like resurface your skin and whatnot. I think this actually did that because I've really been missing it lately and my skin has been a little on the pissier side. Now, I have a Pixie oil coming in from a Ulta order that's getting here next week. That is a retinol oil and it's only $24 for an entire ounce. I tried to buy the ordinary one, but they were sold out. And the next lowest priced one was the Pixie one that I could actually like purchase. So I'm gonna try that. And if it's as good as this, that's what I'm gonna purchase from now on. But honestly, I would repurchase this, especially if that one's not as good. So, yeah. I might be buying myself a $100 damn oil in the future. Kind of hurts my soul, personally. My cheapskate soul. But sometimes when something works and it lasts like a year of daily use, because I would only put like 5 drops in my moisturizer every night. Like, I counted the drops. Because it does have like... My packaging is starting to die. I've had it for so long. Oh, come on. There we go. It does have like a little dropper, and yes, it is orange, but it does not turn your skin orange. So, great oil. I loved what it did for my skin. I just felt like my skin looked and felt better when I was using it. Hopefully, the Pixie one is just as good. We'll see. I have a quick empty from my husband. We are going through the back stock of shampoos and conditioners. I believe the conditioner was in here last month. This is the Suave Almond and Shea Butter Shampoo. He didn't complain about it, which means that he liked it fine, but he didn't make a personal note to tell me he really liked it, which means that he doesn't care if he never sees it again. Gotta learn how to interpret those. I actually purchased a full size of this, so that shows you that I liked it. This is the Dr. Teal's Foaming Bath with Epsom salt and eucalyptus and spearmint. Anyways, this does make a good bubble bath, and I do appreciate the whole, it has some Epsom salts in it because I get achy really easily, kind of naturally, so that's why I repurchased. Because this only got me like, you know, 2 baths. But I did enjoy it enough to repurchase. Something that I have another of, but I won't be repurchasing because A, it's secret, not cruelty free, and B, it's admittedly really wasteful, but I have a specific usage for these. These are the Secret Body Cleansing Wipes. I couponed like 2 boxes of these over a year ago and hadn't really been messing with them too much. They're just individually wrapped wipes. This is for what I use them for. I could use baby wipes. I could wet a washcloth and do it. And what I'd use these for is, it's kind of TMI. Deodorant builds up when you use it. It makes me itch if I leave it on overnight. So I just take one of these and I wipe the deodorant off at the end of the night before I go to bed. Like I said, I could literally wet a washcloth to do the same thing, but I have these and they were sitting around forever because I didn't really know what to do with them. So I started using them for that. There's only 15 to a box too, so you'll see another one of these next month more than likely. I'm actually trying non-aluminum deodorants right now. It's been fun, really. Here we have the Spa Exotically Creamy Coconut Rich Body Butter. This was fine. It smells really good. I don't know if they still sell these in Walmart or not. Yeah, I like the smell of coconut. I don't like to eat coconut, but it smells really good, so. If I got another one, I would use it happily. I don't think I would seek it out. Okay, this is the Chica y Chico wax strip set. You're gonna see more, probably at least one of these a month because I'm trying to use them up because I got them from 0.8 liter like last year. You have a wax patch, a remover oil pad to get like the remnants of the glue off, and a soothing hydrogel patch in the shape of a mustache. So it's just to wax those hairs that you get on your upper lip. This takes care of the peach fuzz, but not like those dark and deep in hairs that a lot of us get. So not the greatest product. I have them, I'm trying to use them up, but I don't recommend them. Here is a Zany Laney spray. Speaking of them, this is expendable. Cherries, water, and a bit of luck. It is based off Star Trek because it actually has like a red shirt on it. I really like this. I definitely would recommend it. I believe it's going on sale again in April. I will note if that's correct or not, but I definitely plan to grab one when it goes back on sale. Speaking of deodorant earlier, this is the deodorant I used up. It is the Degree Motion Sense Ultra Clear Black and White. It's fine. I'm not repurchasing because it's Degree, but if anybody knows of a cruelty-free antiperspirant, let me know because, you know, during winter, I can get away with using a non-aluminum based deodorant. During the 6 to 8 months that I'm sweating like a pig outside, no, I really can't. So I do need to find one. I believe Certain Dry, is that what it's called? I believe that's really the only one out there. Here's the Glow Recipe Pineapple Seed Bright Serum. This made me feel a little greasy, but it was fine. It's a little more on the jelly side, but what really annoyed me about this was that this thingy, dropper, stopped working after a certain point. Like it stopped sucking up product, so I had to like let it sit upside down and kind of carve product out of there. So for 50 bucks, your packaging needs to work. Oh, here's another Zany Laney. This is Howl. It's got different packaging on it now, but they still have it, and it's available all year. This is Muscadine, Bergamot, and Tarragon. This is an interesting scent. This is one I used around my cat's litter box a lot, so once I do that, I kind of associate them with cat litter, so I tend to not want them back, at least not right away. I do like this scent though, but I could not for the life of me tell you what it smells like other than Muscadine, Bergamot, and Tarragon. Like I couldn't give you an impression of what it smells like. I believe one of those is like, Bergamot is like in tea, so. I would repurchase just a little ways in the future. Here is a bath bomb that my mom got me. It is the Musee, M-U-S-E-E, Happy Birthday Bath Bomb. It was this monster bath bomb. She got me for my birthday in December. And it had like confetti stuff in it that like dissolved into an oil. It was really awesome. I wish I'd taken a picture of it, because that would help instead of me waving around a bit of tissue paper. It was really, really nice, and I think I would repurchase this. We have a Ulta antibacterial. This is the eucalyptus mint hand sanitizer gel. I would definitely repurchase this. This is the only one they have now. They don't have the lemon one anymore, but this smells like a dude. Like, I don't know what I was expecting it to smell like, but it smells like men's cologne. I don't mind it, but I just wanted to note it smells like men's cologne. This I ended up liking, but I don't know if I can repurchase it or not. It is the Meaningful Beauty by Cindy Crawford Skin Renewing Peel, which is the chemical peel. I did really enjoy this. It definitely left my skin feeling smoother afterwards. So if I can't repurchase this one, I will definitely look into the chemical peeling masks in the future. It's kind of sticky. Something in here is sticky. This is the Eau Thermal Avene hydrating serum. If you have dry skin, I think you will like this more than I did. I just didn't feel like it did anything for me, but I have oily skin. But I had it, so I used it. Another lotion. I finished 2 mini lotions in 1 month. That will never happen again. This is the Body Shop's Body Butter and Vanilla Marshmallow. This was a holiday thing from 2018, I believe. Not my favorite scent, but not obnoxious either, so I used it up. But if they came out with this one again, I probably wouldn't repurchase. We have the Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Resist 24 Night Cream. I really love Shiseido products, this included, even though it's kind of heavy, but not cruelty free. Can't be purchased. Go cruelty free! Oh, this beast. This is the Sicily Paris All Day, All Year Essential Anti-Aging Day Cure. I used this as a serum. It might be a moisturizer, that I don't know. But I used it more as a serum. This broke me out horribly. Horribly. Just deep cystic acne that took me a lot of concerted effort to get rid of. So I wound up finishing the rest of it off on my neck and my chest to get it used up and out of my collection without it going to waste. And that worked out okay. Even if they were cruelty free, I would never touch this again. No. Like certain anti-aging serums and stuff break me out, but like I don't know what ingredient is only in some of them that do that. Like the Juice Beauty anti-aging serum horribly breaks me out as well. I got a full size of it in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus last month, and I had to swap it away because I can't use it. It's like, especially after getting that, I was not going to chance it again. I still need to see if you're cruelty free. This is the My Shell Dermaceuticals Refining Sugar Cleanser. So it was a like brown sugar scrub, but once you warmed it up in your hands with a little bit of water, it got a little foamy. It smells really good. It smells like brown sugar. Definitely got me a good scrub on, and this little tub lasted me several months because I was just using it like twice a week. If this is cruelty free, even if I had to purchase from their own site, I would totally repurchase this. I really enjoyed it. This is a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Makeup Removing Gel Cleanser. This was fine. It definitely worked. Didn't do anything horrible to my skin. It's very basic though, so I would not repurchase it, but I would not be mad if another appeared in my collection. Here's the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. This is another one of those companies that I scream at to go cruelty free every time I use up one of their products, because 9 times out of 10 I really like them. I know Clinique is a fairly basic skincare and makeup line, but they make good products. I don't know why I'm smelling this. It doesn't smell like anything. I like gel moisturizers, so of course I liked this. And I definitely miss it. So there are other gel moisturizers out there, so I will be fine. Alright, let's see what else we got. Samples. Okay, I think we're down to like samples, sheet masks, and these couple of things. Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salts, the actual salt. I have repurchased this. I really like these. Like I mentioned earlier, I get aches and pains a lot. I'm getting old, I guess. So I go through about a bag a month. I definitely need to figure out, like, is there any way I can buy this in like a bigger bag? Like from Costco or Sam's Club even, like just to keep me from having to buy a new one every month. I actually went through 2 sea salts this month, but this one only had like about 2 baths worth in it. They told me to use, like the directions on here are to use the whole thing in 1 bath. No, that's too much even for me. Anyway, this is the Ahava Dead Sea Salt, Natural Dead Seas Bath Salts. I got this from FabFitFun, that's the name. They worked, but they're more expensive than the Dr. Teal's. They're both cruelty free, so I don't have to worry about that one way or the other, but the Dr. Teal's is cheaper. And this bag doesn't reseal, so because it sat in my bathroom where it gets, you know, steamy, the second half of this had started to clump together because, like, there's no reseal on this at all, so no. I appreciated getting to try it, but no. And 2 sets of makeup wipes. We have the Kirkland's, which I'm trying to get away from using makeup wipes, but I have these still in my collection. So I'm using up what I got, and then I'm not repurchasing anymore. These are really, really good though. Like, they're really soft. You can buy like 180 of them at once. They're cruelty free. You can also get them on Amazon, by the way, for a hair more, but you don't have to pay the Costco membership, so. Yeah, these are amazing. I wish they weren't so wasteful. And if you're going really cheap with makeup wipes, and also want them to be cruelty free and good, this is AOA Studio. This is the Shop Missé website's in-house brand, which does not test on animals. They come 15 for $1, but that means that they're a better price, both than the Kirkland ones and like Elf and Wet n Wild and all of the really cheap ones. These are a better price. I just recommend, if you're gonna get these, order like 4 packs at a time. But they're $1, so you can do that. These are not as soft as the Kirkland ones though, I will say that, but they definitely remove all your makeup. They are not rough in any way, they're just, those are like silk. And these are like cotton, as far as, you know, comparing them to, say, sheets are concerned. Nothing wrong with these softness-wise. Those are just hella soft, but these are really good. This is the citrus scent. They have a green tea scent that I like as well. They also have like lavender. There's at least another one, and I think there's an unscented one. I bought this little Soap and Glory holiday kit of sheet mask, and one of them was an eye mask. Like the little, this eye mask, not one that goes all the way around your eye. This is the Puffy Eye Attack Under Eye Brightening Hydrogel Patches. These are pretty good. They're a little more expensive than the Wander Beauty ones, like per mask. Like this is $5 for one. You get 6 of theirs for $25, so pretty easy math there. And I like those better because they stay on better than these. These were not bad though as far as staying on was concerned. I had to stay still, but they didn't like slide down my face as I sat up. The Wander Beauty ones though, I can look down and they don't move, so. I would use these again, but I wouldn't repurchase them, especially not at the full price, but they came as part of a pack. Let's see, here is the Oka Pump the Brightening Up Sheet Mask. These are really good. They're pretty basic sheet mask, but they're really good. This is one I got from Ipsy last month. It is the Duft and Doft Pink Milk Mask, Tone Up and Radiance. These are really moisturizing. Like, essence dripped on my floor when I pulled it out of the pack, soaked in essence, so be careful there. But beyond that kind of nuisance, they're really, really nice. So if you like sheet masks, I definitely recommend these. This is a cruelty-free brand, so definitely check them out. Also a cruelty-free brand is Mother Made. They are the Brightening Pure Pearl Sheet Mask. I'm trying to use up all my extras of these this year, so you'll probably see at least one a month. Another like nice basic mask, pearl extract, skin lightening vitamin C, white flower complex, regenerating peptides and radiance boost. So not vegan by any means, but even the Korean brands that are cruelty free that like don't sell in China, because that's really what you have to watch out for Korean brands. They usually contain some kind of snail byproduct of some type, like something like that. So that depends on whether or not you do that depends on where your stance is. I just wanted to mention that. Speaking of cruelty-free Korean beauty, this is the Cream Shop. This is the Pink Lemonade face mask. These I also get from Shop Miss A for $1 each. Their masks are a little more stiff than most sheet masks, so for $1 you're losing a little bit of quality as far as the softness of the sheet mask. I don't mind, but I know some people really like those like really thin sheet masks that completely stick to your face. Those sometimes actually aggravate me because I can't unfold them. So, tomato, it depends on what your preference is. I really like these and they're $1, so you can really stock up on those. Another Ipsy one, this is the Feel Brilliant Bamboo Charcoal Facial Sheet Mask. I was definitely using a lot of charcoal-based detoxifying masks last month, and this one I actually really like. They're kind of expensive though. Like, I got 4 for $35 as far as, that's what their price range was, so a little expensive, and this is a solid black sheet mask, so I looked crazy. Really nice though, and definitely helped clear my skin. I think anyway. Here is the Body Pure Exfoliating Breakout Control Beauty Mask with Witch Hazel. Definitely smells like some damn witch hazel, so it's a potent smell, is what I'm saying. They don't test on animals. I got this from Walmart in like a 3-pack for $5, so I basically got a mask for free. I did really enjoy this. Fragrance free, smells like witch hazel though. And like I said, these all helped clear my skin a little bit, so I would repurchase. Here's a Karuna sheet mask. I got this from FabFitFun. This was the clarifying one. These are really expensive, but they're really nice sheet masks. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, I think they test on animals because I can't find anything that says that they don't, which usually means they do. So I got a pack of them for FabFitFun, but I will not be repurchasing. And I didn't realize that about them until after I started using them, so that's a bummer. This is the Freeman Beauty Hydrating Cactus and Cloudberry Water Gel Mask. I used this as a sleeping mask. This had like over a dozen uses in this pack, so Freeman Beauty is cruelty free, by the way, so if I needed something like that again, I would definitely repurchase. Here is another Karuna Beauty. This is the Antioxidant Face Mask. I did enjoy it. Once again, can't repurchase. Here is a Soap and Glory, the Fab Pore Skin Smoothing Pore Refining Mask. This was the coldest mask I have ever worn. Something in this makes it freezing. It contains white willow bark, lemon balm, tea tree, lavender, eucalyptus, and mint. I'm assuming it's the mint that makes this like extra cold. So I'm actually keeping this in mind to repurchase in the summer when I will really need something like that. I was kind of miserable wearing it this time of year, but I'm keeping it in mind, and I did actually enjoy it. So this one I would repurchase from Soap and Glory. Final sheet mask. I'm starting to lose my voice. An aloe vera mask from the Cream Shop. I love anything aloe vera. I would definitely repurchase this. And I think all we have left are foil samples. Here's Elizabeth Arden retinol ceramide capsules. It had 2 capsules in here. Really wasteful. So I felt a little bad using it like that. I will say the capsules had a perfect amount of serum in it, so I get the idea behind them. And the serum was a little heavy for me, but you know, you do you, Elizabeth Arden. Sunday Riley high dose retinol serum, 1 to 2 uses. Can't tell much from that, especially with something like retinol, but I used it. Lancome Energy de Vie, the smoothing and glow boosting liquid care. I used this as an essence, so it was fine for that. Here is a L'Oreal Revitalift Pure Hyaluronic Acid. Literally felt like I was putting water on my face as a serum. So if you're super dry, maybe this is something for you. Didn't do much for me. A Skin Inc. Pure Deep Sea Hydrating Mask, another sleeping mask type product. I only use these after like a deep cleaning clay mask that night because I want to add a little moisture, extra moisture back to my face. It was fine. I think this is the last one of these that I have. I might have one more. I actually used up a hair sample this month that wasn't a shampoo and conditioner. This is the IGK Rich Kid Coconut Oil Gel. This is definitely not the 90s Dep hair gel that makes your hair super crunchy. I did really like this, actually. I have a little mini of it that I got as a birthday gift from Sephora last year, so I will definitely enjoy that. Tarte Skincare. This is the Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. I like gel moisturizers, so I would not turn down getting like a mini or something of this, but I think it's a little expensive for what it is. Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. This was nice. I'd love to get like a mini set from Drunk Elephant and see if their stuff actually works for me, so. Because I've only ever tried like little foil samples like this, so I might keep an eye out like this holiday season to see if they have like a holiday set for me to purchase. But they're so expensive that they're not something that I would just dive into buying like a full size whatever. And finally, a Verb Ghost Shampoo and Conditioner. I really do love Verb's brand because they're fairly inexpensive, cruelty-free hair care. And I absolutely love their sea salt spray. I need to purchase one soon because I'm almost out. They don't make the little mini of it anymore. That was like $8, so I gotta buy the huge size for $16 that's gonna last me for like 3 years, which is fine, but whatever. But they definitely are weightless in that they don't quite moisturize enough for me, so that one's not for me. If you need a lighter shampoo and conditioner, I definitely recommend that. So getting into a little bit of numbers, did I hit my goal? Because the goal every month is to use, I believe it's either 62 or 63 products. Like I need to use 62 6 months and 63 6 months to hit my end goal of 750. I hit that goal. I actually used up 66. So yay, I'm on track. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning into what is this long ass video that I'm gonna have to edit to death. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.